I have always been a firm believer in making yourself feel good about you. I have a lot of my friends that actually are patients of Dr. Clayman, and there are a few areas that I wanted to improve upon myself, and that is how I got to know who Dr. Clayman was. And I called up and made my first appointment, and that was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been coming ever since. Clearly I need to come and see Dr. Clayman. My schedule's been a little crazy with children, and they're graduating and sports and a full-time job. Everyone will come up to me and they're like, "You look amazing, you look so rested, what did you do?" And you know, I'd love to say, well, I've been on a month-long vacation to Fiji, but at that point, that's when it's my, I guess almost my obligation to just say, well, it's a really simple process. Go to Dr. Clayman, and within, you know, about 48 hours, you'll look rested too. And that's really the truth. And I'm one of those women that I'm more than happy to share, because I think sharing is caring, and I'm glad that somebody did the same for me. So I see Dr. Clayman for my forehead and my crow's feet, and a little bit of lip enhancement. So that's been his area forte on me. I have natural fullness to my lips anyway, but again, I'm a firm believer in, if you want to do something for you and it makes you feel good about you, then do it. So that would probably be only my apprehension, just, you know, how is it going to look? How is it going to feel? Is it going to be painful? You know, you see these Atlanta housewives and they come out with these huge fish-like lips, and I'm like, I don't want to look like that. So, but once you meet with him and express, you know, he's just, with his personality, it's just so easy to talk to him like he's a friend, and to communicate just like I did. And I know that there's other plastic surgeons in the area, so I know that there's quite a bit of competition. I will say that from start to finish in this office, it's such a different experience. I've referred several people to Dr. Clayman who have had, you know, started off with something simple like myself, and then went on to have a complete transformation, and they're just in love with the changes, in love with Dr. Clayman. But not even just that, it's just like when you walk in the office, the girls always know us by name. They always make you feel so comfortable. They take the time to get to know personal things about you, as far as like your children and your life, and you don't feel like a number. And then you go in with Dr. Clayman, and it's the same thing. I mean, you feel like you're dealing with a friend. And you know, nowadays that's a lot of times there's that white coat syndrome, and this office differentiates from any office that I've ever been to before, because Dr. Clayman is not my first experience with a plastic surgeon, but he will be my last, because he is who I will stay with. I don't want to look good in my clothes, but look horrible outside of my clothes. So when I came to Dr. Clayman, obviously it was for the Botox, and then building trust with him by something small, and then leading up, I went into bigger areas to ask him, what can we do about this? And again, felt very comfortable talking to him about different things. And, you know, at that point, he addressed that there's a different alternative now, where he makes a very small incision around the areola and actually uses your own scar tissue to lift the breast and enhance in that way. So once I found that out, obviously, again, knowledge is power, and I'm great with sharing. And I knew that there were a couple people in my life that had had the same issue with not being really happy with their original work, or being concerned with, you know, having this intense scar, losing sensitivity in the breast region and things of that nature. So whenever I found out that Dr. Clayman did that type of procedure and how it was done. At that point, I shared with them, and I know at least 3 people so far have come in to see him, and I have to tell you, I'm so jealous because I haven't been able to do it yet. So I'm like, dang it, I refer him, y'all get the work done, and here I am, green with envy, but I'll have my time whenever. We love Dr. Clayman and we trust him so much that we are going to refer friends and family and know that they are taken care of on every end, whether, from start to finish. And you don't ever, especially when it comes to something like that, you don't ever want to be the reason why somebody comes out upset or angry. So to give that kind of suggestion is it's not a light suggestion to give. So we feel very confident whenever we tell people about Dr. Clayman.